Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast. You've got the award-winning In Wheel Time car talk show. Coming up, a look into the Tesla Cybertruck from Zach Doell from U.S. News and World Report. I'll give you my thoughts on driving the 24 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglia, and don't be too jealous with that 500 horsepower under the hood. Jeff has this week's Motor Minute. We got that and more coming up on this segment of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us today. David Ainsley, our chief engineer, is at home and
David.
in bed. Wake up, David. It's time for you to get up.
Go,
buddy.
boy.
So it's been an interesting week. I've been working mornings at the TV station this week, so had the afternoons off and did a lot of thinking. We got word that Autorama wants us back again.
Woohoo!
And so we were talking about what we were going to do for Autorama this year. Autorama, for those that don't know, is a Thanksgiving week tradition in this town and has been since its inception, really.
59 years?
Yes,
a long time.
A long time. I remember going to it when it was over at the old convention center, and it was a lot different then than it is now, or vice versa.
And we'll see the usual suspects there. I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
Yep.
So at any rate, let's just get right on with the show and talk to Zach Doell. Zach, good morning to you. U.S. News and World Report. We like you guys.
Oh, good morning, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for joining us this morning. Let's see, it's 11 o'clock over there on the East Coast, eh?
Sure is, yeah. Beautiful day here. Got my coffee. I'm having a good morning.
Coffee? I thought that you had already gone to the deli and ready for lunch.
Yeah, well, I've got maybe a couple beers ready to go.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, now you're talking.
Speed up the segment for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know about up there. I would imagine you have the same experience that we do. You're seeing your first Tesla Cybertruck coming down the road, and you're going, what in the world is that? Wait, it's a Tesla Cybertruck that we've heard about for years. We've seen pictures of it. Well, it's now rolling down the road, and it's just as weird as ever.
It certainly is. I vividly remember the first time I saw one, and my head was on a swivel. It's like nothing else on the road. And, we were able to get our hands on one for testing, and it drives kind of like nothing else on the road either. It is big. I mean, it's absolutely full-size truck, crew cab, long bed, big. But the interesting thing is it feels smaller on the road. It's got four-wheel steering. At least these well-optioned early models do. And it pivots around turns.
Well, I have to tell you that it does not look all that big. It certainly doesn't look like it could compare to the Ford F-150 because of the shape of the body that kind of goes all the way back to the tail end. You don't see the bed back there.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I've talked to people who didn't realize it was a pickup truck. They just thought it was an SUV, just kind of an unusual vehicle. But yeah, I mean, beneath that long sloping rear roof line is a 6-foot bed. It's got that powered tonneau cover. They call it the vault. I was surprised. I put a bunch of stuff back there, and there's even a in-bed trunk, if you will, a waterproof compartment underneath that. So, I mean, you could really load this thing up with gear and do whatever you want. I don't know. Go out to your favorite camping spot.
You could be the king of weird, is what you could be.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure. It's an acquired taste. I'll say that.
Now, is the dash similar to, say, a Model 3 or a Model Y?
It is. Yeah. If you've been in a Tesla before, maybe you're a current owner. The Cybertruck is kind of refreshingly similar inside. You've just got that one giant screen in the middle. If you're new to the brand, it's going to be an adjustment. It's a lot going on. You swipe up and down to change gear, drive and reverse. All the controls are on that touch screen. It's really kind of distracting at first. Once you get used to it, it's not that bad, but it's a lot going on for sure.
Now, how is the price on the thing?
Yeah, so this is the interesting part. It originally, they were years ago, it was claimed that there was going to be like a $40,000 one, and I don't really see that happening anytime soon, if ever. The one we tested was $101,000.
Oh,
yeah, Foundation series. Tesla's kind of been playing around with the pricing. There was the most recent base model was like 79,000. Now it's up to 99. And just a month ago, there was a rear-wheel drive model that, for a very limited time, was advertised on the website at around $60,000. But that has since been removed. So it's kind of like, your best guess as to where the pricing is going to be on these things.
is this a fluke? Is this just going to last for like a little flash in the pan here, last for about 5 years and then be gone?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like there's enough demand on these. Tesla has a fantastic supercharging network. As far as electric vehicle experience, I think they have the best one. It's the most comparable to driving a normal car. It's less headaches. But yeah, this is an expensive vehicle. I mean, full-size trucks will be, you can easily option some Ram 1500s to $100,000.
Easy.
Yeah. What is the range on that? Is it compared to the Y or the X or the other comparable in the Tesla line, or is it above average overall?
It is kind of in the middle. This one is 318 miles now. I believe with a different tire and wheel package, it can go up to 340.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
So it's... but if you go to the Cyber Beast, the top level, you get 300. So I don't know. It kind of changes around. I think 300 is kind of like the bare minimum. If you want to buy an EV, it really should be kind of around that range for most people. Any less, and you're going to have some headaches, depending on where you live.
Yeah.
Does it compare? Can you compare it to, say, an F-150 with a EcoBoost 6-cylinder in it that is turning out 350 horsepower? Can it compare to that? Can it tow?
It's going to blow
Can it
the
haul?
doors off that. It'll blow the doors off that. Yeah, I mean, from an acceleration, it can tow 11,000 pounds. It's going to make that experience so much easier. The trade-off is the range. People have tested this before. You can almost halve your range when you're towing something that heavy. So. It's a great leisure vehicle. I don't know if it'll be used as intended for serious off-roading or heavy-duty towing or anything like that.
Well, I have to tell you, this has given me a great, brilliant idea.
Uh-oh.
Of course, it's brilliant in my own mind. But, we're down here in
Strange place.
Texas, Zach, and I have to tell you, we got lots of cowboys down here, and a lot of them pull a trailer with a horse or two in it. And we got the rodeo coming up in spring break time, February, March. And I'm thinking, if I were a smart man, I'd go out and I'd find me a little manufacturer, a designer manufacturer to make me a horse trailer that kind of complemented the shape of that there Cybertruck. What do you think, Zach?
That sounds like $1 million idea to me.
Yeah.
And you put longhorns on the front of the hood.
There you go. Now, I'm thinking, that wouldn't surprise me with some 20-year-old
Let's do it.
guy on the rodeo circuit, bull rider or whatever. He's got his horse, he's got his car, or truck, and now he's got him a trailer to match.
And his horse is dressed up like the old days where he's got the metal and the horse has got the hood on it.
Chainmail.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. What do you think?
I was I didn't have the highest hopes going into it, but I was pretty impressed with this thing. The highs are pretty high. It's fast. It's very comfortable to drive. It has air suspension, but the lows are kind of low. The rear visibility is very poor. That tonneau cover, when it's in use, completely covers the rear window, so you have to use a camera on the screen. Yeah.
So is it very tall? I mean, is the height like behind you? It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, it's got some weird proportions for sure. There's a lot of room for a small car to hide. I'll say that.
Well, the only thing I was wondering about, when you build the trailer to kind of match it, you might have to use those little Shetland ponies instead of a full-size horse.
No. It's going
Circus ponies.
It's going to enhance the aero of the Cybertruck. So it's just going to continue on up and out the back, and then we can have a little sloping roof back there to put Zach's beer and little umbrella stand back there.
There you go.
Hey, throw a battery pack in there and you can double your range or something.
Well, that's why
on the trailer, a
12
spare battery.
You can tow 12,000 pounds. That's where you put the generator.
I was just going to say that. We got to have us a gas generator back there somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, so do you recommend that somebody in the market for a half-ton pickup truck, I guess it's rated as a half-ton, huh?
Yeah, I would say, hey, if you got the money, go for it. It wouldn't be my first pick. There's more affordable options. F-150 Lightning in the $60,000 range. If I'm looking for an EV pickup, that's probably the better starting point. Rivian R1T, a little bit more expensive than that.
Yeah.
But Zach, they're not selling the Ford F-150 Lightning. They've laid off half the plant.
Yeah, and the new plant.
If you want an F-150, I'm sure they'll happily sell you that one. I guess the variety is the spice of life.
Yeah.
You've got so many options now. You could go hybrid. There's some F-150 hybrids. There's fully electric. There's normal gas. I mean, we're in this kind of happy medium where you can do a little bit of everything if you want.
So the Tesla's been out for how many years? 3 years now? That
just
truck?
one model a year now.
1 mile a year now. And I haven't seen anything on like the pre-owned lots, the used car lots.
No,
you don't see
no,
any
it's a
of
little
those.
bit. I would imagine that
Little
they'll start
early.
arriving
Little early?
2
Okay.
to 3 year mark on
Yeah.
that. I in the state of the automobile industry today, man, the competition is about to turn really rough because all the at least domestic manufacturers, they're all scrambling to figure out how in the world are we going to sell cars to stay in business, because the EV market, not that it's gone away, it's not gone away, but the proportion of people that are actually buying EVs as opposed to going traditional gasoline or hybrids, which seem to be the hot thing this week. I mean, they're making everything that they possibly can to sell right now, and lots are full because we've got interest rates and, let's not forget, pricing. And prices are through the roof. Interest rates are up. I don't know what they're going to do. I got a feeling that somebody may be filing for bankruptcy soon.
It's definitely an interesting time. I think everyone who wanted one has one now, as far as an EV goes. So you've just got this catch-up period where automakers are shifting their plans, maybe dialing it back a little bit, as we've seen at some manufacturers. It's going to take some time. I think there's still a big demand for EVs. It just has softened, and you're going to see a slowing of the transition.
Who is the buyer for the Tesla Cybertruck?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, you have to have a pretty good salary. $100,000 is a lot to pay for one of these. I think it's more of a leisure vehicle, like a lifestyle vehicle. You like the appearance. Maybe you're a fan of Elon Musk himself. You kind of it's something to be seen in.
Or unique.
It can also do the work. But I think for the money, you're better off buying a different full-size truck if you really want to do the work. So yeah, it's kind of like being seen in a sports car.
Novelty.
This is absolutely a vehicle to be seen in.
I passed several of them around the city of Houston. We have these massive Amazon warehouses, and I know that you've seen the vans. And I'm thinking, okay, well, here comes one around the corner. I want to stop the driver and say, so do you have to take it back before the load is completely delivered to recharge it? Then I started thinking, no, wait a minute. If they're getting 300 miles on a charge, and they're basically working a neighborhood, a zip code or zip codes, I would imagine that they probably don't have to take it back to recharge. Am I correct?
Yeah, I mean, I can't speak to that Rivian in particular, but I mean, EVs are kind of the ideal last mile delivery vehicle. I mean, it's a lot of slow stop and go, a lot of idle time, and there's no gas to burn. So EVs are actually very good in this sort of last mile situation. I hope we see more of them making it to that into that role. But yeah, it's 300 miles will get you very far if you only have a 20-mile delivery radius, but you're just doing it all day long.
Yeah, all I can think of is the Postal Service, is getting ready to come out with a delivery vehicle that's supposedly at least comparable to being able to go all electric. And I would imagine that would play a role into that. And I don't mean to go off the subject here, but I'm thinking Tesla Cybertruck. Okay, I want to go from Houston to Dallas. I know that it's 250 miles. I know that I'm going to stop halfway at the big Buc-ee's. Are you familiar with Buc-ee's?
Oh, absolutely.
Got to do Buc-ee's.
Okay, so we stop halfway. We charge it at Buc-ee's. That'll get me into Dallas to the hotel or wherever I'm going to go in Dallas. Plug it up overnight. I'm good to go. I think it really is getting used to the idea of not panicking like I did when I got my first half dozen EVs, then going, oh my God, I've only got half a charge left. I'm not going to make it. What am I going to do? Now I'm using the 110 outlet here at the house, and every time I get home, plug it in. It's not that difficult. As long as I don't panic, I'm all right.
Exactly. Yeah, I think the more we get used to it, the lower the anxiety comes down. Just that, having just an outlet at home, you can plug it up and trickle charge it for a few hours and get enough range to kind of keep you going. I think the range anxiety is becoming less and less of an issue, especially as these ranges keep getting better.
Zach, do I have to subscribe to U.S. News and World Report to be able to get the information that you've put together on the Cybertruck?
Absolutely not. You're welcome to. We'll give you send you emails with our latest content. It's actually a really nice thing to have. But just go to cars.usnews.com and it's free. You can check out all of our reviews, including our Cybertruck.
It is a pleasure, honor, and a lot of fun to talk to you when we get a chance. And so be sure and let us know when you've got another vehicle to review, and let's get you on.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you. Enjoy those beers, by the way.
There you go.
Zach Doell, he's with U.S. News and World Report. Hey, you can catch the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show 24/7. Through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In-Wheel Time Car Talk. We also video stream our live 2-hour weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com, and podcast.
Ooh.
Available from your favorite podcast provider. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show continues right after this break. The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipe means when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the first Lupe Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here is the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Lupe Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Lupe Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Lupe Tortilla Katie's another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Lupe's. It's located on 99 the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggieland? Head to the Lupe Tortilla in College Station. Located just around the corner from Kyle Field, it's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Going to Louisiana? The Lupe Tortilla in Beaumont is on I-10, so you can't miss it. The original group of Lupe Tortilla restaurants has the best Tex-Mex anywhere, and you're invited anytime. Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your Save the Paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your cars finish without a full repaint. Searching for the real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get that thing protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need or can't afford. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today, and online at gcautoshield.com. It is the In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. We'd like to welcome you back if you slipped away to maybe grab a cup of coffee.
I slipped away. I slipped away for a minute.
Did you?
Yeah.
In your mind?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Trees.
You should see it.
Can only imagine.
I know.
Jeff's Motor Minute. And Jeff got a little idea and thought, well, this is a good thing. And when you told me what it was about, I'm going, there are guys like myself that like to keep some things original to the car. And they'll want to go in there and rip out the entire interior.
Most guys do, yeah.
And, they've got something special, and they want to keep it, but it's worn. Well, what are you going to do? Take it to the upholstery shop. Okay, so what do you do if it's got an insert in it? Usually it's leather sides, leather back, and then it's got maybe a cloth or some Alcantara insert in the middle.
Somewhere on that seat.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So, friend of the show, Bruce, he won a Chili Pepper Trophy over at Lupe Tortilla. He's got an 04 C5 Corvette, a pretty car. He's wanting to replace the insert, like you said. Bruce is sent away for the build sheet, and he's got his window sticker, the original window sticker. He paid for all that to keep it original, like you said, but it's tattered. The insert's tattered. He wants to get it. The car is a commemorative edition for the interior, but with the commemorative edition, there's different styles, different textures, different colors. How does one go about finding that for that particular car?
Yeah.
He's researched. He's gone to dealerships. He's written to General Motors. He's called people that he knows. He's come to us to help him find that. I don't have an answer, but someone out there does. They can contact either Mike or myself, Jeff at inwheeltime.com or info at inwheeltime.com for Mike, and we'll try to get Bruce an answer for that. But in the meantime, he's going to keep looking. He wants to keep it original, and evidently there's a palette of that out there, but he just can't find out who's got the palette.
Well, I will tell you that I'm a member of a Facebook group called C5 Corvette.
And I'm sure he's got a lot of,
And I love when guys post a question on there. They're stuck doing something. They've got a problem with the engine or the transmission or anything, interior parts. And there's always a bunch, and I mean a bunch, mostly about a 25-person response to whatever question you pose. And it's truly amazing. Some of these guys know that car inside and out. One of them was having trouble getting it into gear. And it's the slush boxes in the back of the thing.
Yeah.
And one guy said, well, it's the clutch. And I can tell you, a clutch problem does kind of mimic the problem this guy's having with his gear shifter. And the other guy said, well, get rid of that Hurst shifter that you got in there and go with this shifter. Or it's a problem in the back where the actual transmission and clutch are. So there's all of these experts that are on there, and maybe somebody will have the name of the company that made those inserts.
Yeah, and well, the bottom line is if he can't do it, and he wants to get it done because there's more car show seasons coming up, and Bruce attends the Autorama. He's with the Chevrolet Club and things. He's been out there before showing his car. If he can't do it, he's probably going to have to go to a aftermarket sort of insert for that. We don't want him to do that, so help us out. Give us some information. We'll pass it on to Bruce. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you. Time now for this hour's car review. I got to drive the 2024 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio rear-wheel drive. You can also get it in all-wheel drive. Available trim levels include Veloce, Competizione, Quadrifoglio, Quadrifoglio with carbon, and Quadrifoglio 100th anniversary. This is a mid-size sedan. I had the Quadrifoglio rear-wheel drive. Seats 5 people. All new in 2017 with updates for 2024. I'm going to tell you about the little emblem that's on the side of the car.
Oh, yeah, you said that.
Yeah, it's a 4-leaf clover. And you're going to go, what? It's Italian. What is a 4-leaf clover doing on there? I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. New front and rear lighting on the 24 model. Sexy, fast-looking shape with rounded, creased hood lines. Triangle grille grows on you with a large lower vertical opening. Unremarkable rear end styling, which was kind of disappointing because I was thinking, well, this is going to be looking really good in the back end too. Not so much, kind of blends in with every other SUV out there. Dual exhaust and lower black valance. Overall, exterior styling gets an A+. Paint is magnificent on this car. What could use improvement? A more distinctive rear end. Interior highlights include new, larger infotainment screen, now 12.3 inches. Pretty easy to use, too. High bolstered manual front seats, and these cost more.
Wow.
Because they have a carbon fiber back on the things, but I was kind of surprised that they were manual seats. Thought, what in the world? No electric? Nope. Straightforward AC controls and other controls as well. High quality, racy layout, not your mother-in-law's favorite. Cargo trunk room, adequate. What I liked, you know that you're in something special and different. And it's good looking, and I had lots of compliments on it, and everybody liked the car, which kind of surprised me, to be honest with you. What could use improvement? A little more rear seat legroom. Here's the good part. Ready?
Yep.
2.9-liter V6 twin turbo.
Whoa.
With
0.9.
a 2.9-liter. Teeny tiny 2.9-liter V6 with twin turbos, 505 horsepower, 443 pound-feet of torque, 8-speed automatic transmission with big paddle shifters on it. This is a race car. Miles per gallon rated at 17 city, 25 highway for a combined at 20. Believe it or not, yours truly got 23.3
Wow.
over 367.8 miles. This car does 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. It's pretty badass. I don't know what else to say about it. Ride and handling, if you know, you know. It's a hot rod. It will remind you of pulling out on the driveway and just letting it rip.
Sign in the drive.
Yep. We could use improvement. Nothing. Give me more. Price.
Wow.
Pricing on this is, well, dancing with the devil is the note that I made to myself here to tell you about it. Reminds me of the very last Holden-built GTO with the Corvette motor. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
The last GTO.
Yeah, outrageous.
It was bad to the bone. Base trim price, $81,370. Ooh. Prices tested, $91,415. Like I said, dancing with the devil. Base model price, $41,690. Let's put it up against the Audi A4, $41,900. The BMW 3 Series, $44,500. The Mercedes-Benz C-Class, $46,950. Those are the starting prices. Now, all of those cars have a hopped-up, bad-to-the-bone, street rod level to them.
I hear you.
I would
But
imagine
they're not Italian.
they're not Italian.
I can't do the Italian.
Italian
like you can, but
from Niederville. It's from Italian.
Oh, chicken parmesan.
That's it. This is one bad-to-the-bone car. I hope that you get a chance to get it. You'll probably have a wreck in it with your on-ramp acceleration
What?
test. That car is just...
I feel empty. You didn't tell us about the four-leaf clover.
Here's the four-leaf clover story.
Okay.
Alfa Romeo's four-leaf clover, or quadrifoglio in Italian, is a symbol of luck and performance that originated in 1993. This is from Google. Story goes that Alfa Romeo driver Ugo Savocci was superstitious and often finished in second place, earning him the nickname L'Eterno Secondo, or the Eternal Second. Before the 1923 Targa Florio race, Savocci painted a green four-leaf clover on a white diamond on the side of his Alfa Romeo RL in hopes of bringing himself good luck. Savocci won the race, and the clover became a tradition that continues today. The clover has helped spectators identify Savocci's car on the dusty roads of the early 1900s.
Wow.
He died in a car accident a few months later while test driving a vehicle without the clover. After his death, the team became superstitious and began requiring all of their racing vehicles to have the clover badge before taking to the track. Today, the clover is still a symbol of Alfa Romeo's racing history and high performance and is featured on the Quadrifoglio models.
Is that where we get leprechauns from?
That's it. That's exactly
You
where
push
it is.
it and you get a leprechaun?
Meat. Isn't that leprechaun? Anyway, I thought that was an interesting
That
story.
was, yeah.
All right. Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address is info@nwheeltime.com. Back on the N-Wheel Time Car Talk Show after this break. Pro-Am Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. Pro-Am is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000-square-foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. Pro-Am not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. Pro-Am is now reaching a worldwide audience through Pro-Am.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At Pro-Am Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge and Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. The award-winning In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show brings you great guest interviews each week from manufacturers and suppliers to the aftermarket, racers, enthusiasts, and other friends just like you and me who love to talk about all things automotive. The In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show takes it to the road, too, with remotes at Tailpipes and Tacos, Woody's Waterfront Car Show, and the Hemi Hideout. In-Wheel Time's live video and audio stream can be found on the iHeartRadio app, YouTube, Facebook, and InWheelTime.com every Saturday, 10 a.m. to noon Central Time, or grab a podcast anytime from your favorite podcast provider. That's it for this podcast episode of the In-Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.